One of the most common fears among single moms is, what am I gonna do if I get sick and can't take care of my kids? And to that I say, let's not get sick. In all seriousness, I understand it can be inevitable to get sick sometimes. I will also say that my toddler is currently 2.5, and I have never been so sick that it's been difficult to care for him. I've never really been very sick with him. When I start to feel something coming on, I know what to do, and that's what we're going to talk about today, along with just keeping your immune system strong in the first place. So what if I told you cold and flu is not a season? There is no cold and flu season. What if I told you this season is actually of high stress and high sugar intake? It starts with the fall sweets, the pumpkin spice latte, the Halloween candy, and then we move into Thanksgiving with overindulgence and even more sweets. And then we move into Christmas cookies and more overindulgence and more sweets and more chocolate and more sugar and stress of family who doesn't get along, celebrations to coordinate among households, presents to find and money that should not be being spent, food to prepare, shopping to do, places to go, and just jam-packed schedules. And when we are busy, what is the first thing to go? Taking care of ourselves. So I'm here to tell you that 70% of your immune system is in your gut. And so if you're not taking a probiotic, I highly recommend doing so. I'm not a doctor. I can't prescribe anything to you. There are certain people in certain situations where a probiotic wouldn't be appropriate, but in general, most people would benefit from being on a probiotic. The other part of not cold and flu season is that these months come with less natural vitamin D. So I take vitamin D all year round, and I usually up it in the winter months. Again, not a doctor, can't prescribe, I'm just telling you what I do. Another way of keeping your immune system strong is to manage your stress. And I feel like this goes without saying, but we're managing our stress in healthy ways. Quiet your mind. You can read, do yoga, meditate, pray, whatever it is that you like to do. I also have a whole list of stress relief techniques for new moms, and you can get that in the description of this video. And turn off your phone. Don't be available 24/7. Don't check your notifications first thing in the morning. Don't be looking at your phone until the moment you close your eyes. Stop checking your phone, stop checking notifications, turn off the screens a couple hours before bedtime. Next is to limit the sugary and processed foods. And this is hard for some people, especially this time of year, but this is exactly what's making you sick. So it's the baked goods. It's the anything that has an ingredient list, really. Anything in a package with an ingredient list is considered a processed food. And the idea here is the shorter the ingredient list possible, the better. And if you can make a healthier version of a treat that you really like or a comfort food that you really like, that is highly ideal. Next is to stay active, and this is tricky in the colder months, and I'm actually going to do an entire video on staying active in the colder months in a few days, so look out for that. So we might not be able to go for the walks that we used to go for and the bike rides that we would go for and stuff like that because it's just uncomfortable when it's so cold outside. So I invite you to find things to do indoors to keep a more active lifestyle going, because the sedentary lifestyle with the highly processed foods are just a complete recipe for disaster when it comes to your immune system and your health overall. Next is sleep. Make sure you're getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. This is so important. And if you need a reminder on why sleep is so important and how it touches every aspect of your life, I have an entire training on this in my Facebook group, and the link for that is in the description of this video. Last is water. Your body needs water to function the way it was designed. Half your body weight in ounces of water every day. Every day. This is easier to get in when you have a larger container that you're keeping your water in. So I use a 50-ounce tumbler, and I know that as long as I'm drinking 2 of those every day, I am good. So as far as when you're starting to feel yourself teeter on the wellness line, your throat starts to feel a little bit questionable, and maybe you're feeling a little sluggish, you can just feel things are off. There's a very specific supplement that I take, and I have a link in the description of this video that will bring you to the whole list of this very specific supplement and vitamin D and a probiotic and an extra bonus in there for when your throat is feeling, these are things that I use when I'm starting to feel myself teeter a little bit, because I will not let myself get all the way over that wellness line to the other side, because who's going to take care of the baby? And it's just not fun. So that's it for today. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time.